On Friday, October 21st, the Long Island Metro Business Action held a meeting at the Candlelight Diner in Comac, New York, with Brookhaven Supervisor Ed Romaine, where he spoke on the future of Brookhaven and the needs of the town.
We're still dealing with diesel. We need an investment. All I know is our president has urged us to consider infrastructure. Push that bill, $1.1 trillion. I'm waiting to see where that money goes, because that's going to have a lot to do with the future of Brookhaven town. We have advocated, and I have advocated from the day I got into office, to electrify the rail, at least from Ronkonkoma to East Yaphank.
Romaine further explained his desire for electric transportation in an interview with us.
We have been shortchanged by the MTA, by the Metropolitan Transportation Council. They should be funding electrification of the rail. I live in a town that has no electrification except for 1 mile at Ronkonkoma. Everything runs on diesel, which is 19th century technology, one of the dirtiest technologies, and we should be talking about converting to electric. And if we can do it in stages, I know it's expensive, but guess what? We just passed a $1.1 trillion infrastructure bill. If this isn't infrastructure, I don't know what is.
What do we need of the infrastructure fund besides electrification? Sewers.
We need sewers because sewers are necessary for development. Without sewers, you are limited. And there are areas of this county that are mostly unsewered. About 70% of this county is unsewered and relies on cesspools. Most of that cesspool waste finds its way to the bodies of water, creeks, streams, rivers, the bays, and the sound, which is a problem with water quality. It also finds its way into the groundwater, which is a problem for our drinking water. People ask, where do you get your drinking water? I don't see the reservoirs. There's reservoirs everywhere except here. Our reservoirs are underground.
In addition to creating new sewage pipelines, Romaine wants to tackle the affordable housing issues on Long Island.
Well, we have a very active community development and housing department. In fact, that's how I started in government. So I'm a huge fan of trying to provide housing opportunities for young people and people of limited income. That's why I'm a huge supporter of Habitat for Humanity. And you heard me talk how I think the county policy of auctioning properties off is a mistake, that these properties, if they're in low to moderate income areas, should be transferred to the town. County does not have housing powers, but the town does. And we would work with the Long Island Housing Partnership, Habitat for Humanity, and other housing providers to make sure that low and moderate income people have housing ownership opportunities.
You know, when I was a young man, I had made enough money to live in a house and buy a house. It's hard. It's hard for people today to do the same thing. Yeah. So we think that is a really, really important issue.
For more information about LIMBA and their meeting schedule, visit limba.net.